Good afternoon, my name is Iracionara and today, with my colleague Raquel Ama, we will talk about biosafety in times of pandemic. We both attended the second period of nursing at UFRN Campus Facisa, Faculty of Health Science. Before starting, we would like to thank the university for referring me this topic and the teacher Karima Almeida from the discipline of Instrumental English for giving me this opportunity. For a start, let's understand why biosafety is important to all areas of health. We started our studies in 2021 because of the pandemic, this area of research has become even more important. Biosafety is a set of practices that provide the typical risk of a specific activity. We are not just to talk about the dangers that affect the professionals in certain area, but also the people's safety, the environment, and society in general. There is how measure guarantee the protection of everyone. In nursing, biosafety is a small part directly related to good hospital practices. After all, the environment of professionals and patients are exposed to biological risks, chemical and physical origins, among others, which can penetrate the interior of these peoples with disabilities, reaching an entire community. But with the coronavirus, biosafety had to be put into practice on the streets and inside on our homes. And the purpose of this research is to show how biosafety transcends the hospital environment in the middle of the pandemic. Now, let's understand how the biosafety practices act inside and outside the hospital environment to prevent coronavirus. Hand hygiene has always been part of the hospital routine, and it's recommended that they be washed properly. After all, they are one of the main transmission channels for viral and bacterial disease. Due to the current scenario, this protocol was disseminated to entire population as one of the ways to prevent the spread of the virus. The recommended way for this clean is to wash to the fingers, nails, palm, and back, as well as wrists and forearms, as we can see in the presentation images. But in situations where washing is not possible, the use of 70% alcohol is recommended.
Now, let's talk about the correct use of PPEs. Personal protective equipment PPEs are mandatory in performance various types of procedures. They include gloves, masks, aprons, caps, goggles, and even shoes in hospital environments. But in everyday life, using only masking according to the guidelines is enough, as they avoid the contamination by splashes or droplets and the solid particles present in the air. Proper disposal of the PPEs in order hospital waste. In Brazil, after use, PPEs are considered hospital wastes. Therefore, these non-contamination materials needed to do proper disposal of in the order to avoid infections by the persons who worked in garbage collections. There are used for disposals. It is divided into specific groups according to the type and the drink of whiskey. In whole house, it disposes masculine handwitches and the gloves and the unused objects they are used with contaminate people must place in the double bags, in which an identification in the common gloves. In hospitals, waste disposal is according to the drains the carpets can present to external people. For example, we have Group C, which is only for shapeless waste or that presents a risk biological infections through contact, e.g., needles, bladders, and hortas. The separations of those materials is specifically important for collections. It is from the material it taken to the port's disposal site. In general, the category is divided into groups which are Group A, infraction waste, Group B, chemical waste, Group C, radioactive waste, Group D, recycled waste, Group E, sharps. Immunization through vaccines. As we know, infections, diseases like COVID can be prevented in the vaccine. All people must be immunized, especially health professionals who have contracted pathogens and whose risk of contagion and spreading to this disease is great. Therefore, campaigning the vaccination book today is of fundamental importance. Finally, we know some handling process related to the topics covers socials and do not choose suffers winner gloves. Avoid children's the oysters of the mix. Properly dispose of waste. Do not show personal lives. Increasing space between the people. All these biosafety practices are essential to prevent bad contaminations and the spread of disease, ensuring a reduction in risks to strain and the environment. Today, we realize the importance of these reactions of COVID-19, but this is biosafety. Practice comes from Florence, the precursors of nurses.